going on in the hood. Oh, yeah. You can catch us on IG or catch us on the book. YouTube, you can catch us. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel while you watch it. LinkedIn, you can catch us. But let me tell you who the host of the show is. Hot topics.
I am Gregory Warren McLeod Jr., the owner and designer of Jesus in the Trenches.
Yeah, this here? Some of my people that they say downtrodden. In God we are winners. Everything's gonna be alright. Believe me, God got us. So if you see somebody, tell somebody God loves you. Come on. But one thing I know, how could I not talk about the greatest man?
Jesus in the Trenches derives from my personal testimony of where God delivered me from. When I say trenches, the trenches is the rough places in my life where He's brought me from and delivered me from. When it comes to addiction, affliction, is just, a personal testimony. I battled my struggles with
Hello guys, it's Renee with the Lord Beauty Supply Palm Beach, bringing you our next featured product of the week, which is the Curly Chic Rice Water. Okay. So here you have your strengthening conditioner. It stimulates and restores. Then you have this second stimulating conditioner. It's a leave-in conditioner. All of these have the herbs and rapid growth complex fermented rice water. And next you have your moisturizing milk, which stimulates and restores as well. And then you have your revitalizing rinse. So we have these products in stock here at Allure Beauty Supply. Come on down for your Curly Chic Rice Water.
What's going on, South Florida and all over? Listen, let me just check my sound to make sure I'm sounding good. So tonight, the reason why I showed Jesus in the Trenches and also Renee, both of those young ladies, two young ladies that I'm telling y'all, are one of my biggest fans, and I know. So without further ado, I would like to say happy birthday blessings to Shawana. Everybody knows that Jesus in the Trenches is one of my favorite companies that I am an ambassador for. Let me just tell you a quick story. When I first met them, I can't remember how long it was ago. I met them at an event, and I said, hi, my name is Kenya. And he was like, okay. And I was like, where you trying to take your brand to? He was like, I'm trying to take it to the next level. I was like, well, I'll tell you what, put a shirt in my hand and let me show you what I can do with it. And he looked at me strange and he was like, what? I said, put a shirt in my hand, let me show you what I can do with it. Now, mind you, he thought I was crazy because he never knew who I was, never made me a day in his life. And he said, and him and his wife looked at each other. And I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll buy the shirt. Don't even give it to me. I paid $25, I think, for a shirt. It's an original, one of the original Jesus in the Trenches shirts. And to this day, he'll tell you that was the best investment that I could have did within that. Because now everywhere I go, that's all I wear is Jesus in the Trenches. No matter where I'm traveling, that's all I wear. And whatever I wear is going to sell out. So I want to send a shout out to Shawana. I want to say happy birthday, Shawana. Happy birthday. I love you. Thank you so much for always supporting me and being one of my biggest supporters. I could go and write a whole book about Shawana. So Shawana and her family, they love me, love me, love me. So let's just send a happy shout out and birthday to Shawana McLeod. I'm telling y'all have no clue. She is one of my biggest supporters. And they keep me draped. No matter where I'm going, they keep me draped. So again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Hot Topics pop-up show tonight. Now I'm gonna just say this about the Shepherds. Mr. Sheppard, he can sing from his throat. The young man can sing the good gospel. Now, one of y'all saying, why they're not on Thursday night? They're not on Thursday. They're not. Miss Sheppard is not on Thursday night because she's hosting a business class. So that's why they're not on Thursday night. Everybody like, why you got them on Tuesday? Because his voice is sanctified. But she over here tonight because she's hosting an event, major event. And I need all of y'all let me remove myself from the screen for this one. Y'all need to invest in this. Y'all old people stop saying, oh, when I'm gone, and y'all figure out what to do with it. We tired of having fish fries and selling shirts. So this is one of the events that caught my eye, and I was like, oh my God, I love this because we have to plan. We need to start planning. And when I saw the flyer, I contacted her, and I at first I contacted another young lady. I'm not sure if I say her name, so I ain't gonna say it. So I contacted another young lady, and I said, can you put me in contact with Miss Sheppard? She was like, sure, okay, I could do that for you. And I was like, thank you so much. Because when you reach out to people in their inbox, they may think you're a little weird. They may not know who you are. They may not do the nobody does research first to say, who is she? So I was like, okay. So she said, sure, I can do that. Then she got back and said she would love to do it. So I was excited because not only is the Shepherds the praise and worship experience, magazine of the Gospels, business of the year for 2023, and also Dwayne Sheppard is the businessman of the year. So I'm excited just to have her to join me. I delivered the trophy. She's probably gonna remember. I delivered the trophy to her one day. It was busy. It was raining, and I delivered it. She was like, "Oh, okay, all right. So nice to meet you." And, she was busy, so she probably didn't realize who I was. But the spirit they have on them is just so sweet. They are so sweet. I saw them in many church services, many concerts, and they're just so humble. So listen, I know that a lot of people. I have a lot of funeral home friends. A lot of my friends are in the business, but if y'all looking for somewhere to take y'all loved ones, y'all going over to a Good Shepherd funeral home. A goodshepherdfuneralhome.com. Don't tell my uncle them I said that because they probably be a little angry. But tonight we're gonna shout out a Good Shepherd funeral home tonight. But let me get her on because again I promised her I won't have her long. But we're gonna bring her on. Miss Victoria. I don't know why I want to call you Vicky. I'm sorry. Miss Victoria, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I want to thank you so much for joining the platform because what you're doing is so well needed. The planning of funeral homes and people. Let me just say this. I've had uncles and aunts say, child, when I'm going, y'all have to figure it out. And a couple of times we did. We had to come together, have a meeting, and say how we're gonna put the money together to try to get this taken care of. So what you're doing is so needed. So I'm gonna sit back, be quiet. I want you to introduce yourself and tell us what you got going on so that we can support you and what you have going on.
Okay, so I am Miss Victoria Sheppard. I am the owner of Good Shepherd's Funeral Home alongside my husband, Dwayne Sheppard. I am the licensed pre-need coordinator as well. And I also write life insurance. So that's my part of the business that I typically run outside of helping to oversee the facilities. So one of the things that I've been doing over the past year or so is going into churches. I typically try to take one church per month that I would visit. I'm normally allowed 15-20 minutes at the church just to kind of brief them on pre-need, life insurance. I just have like a short snippet of what I give them. And then I take appointments from the church, and then I normally see them for a one-on-one after. So I do that. I do quarterly seminars where I bring myself as the pre-need coordinator and a life insurance agent. I also have an attorney that I partnered with that's at every one of my seminars, and he goes over wills, trusts, making sure that when people pass away, they avoid probate. And this time I might even have someone there from the VA. So that's going to help my VA clients that have questions about what do they do when someone from the VA expires, or what benefits they have, and different things of that sort. So I always try to bring in a different part that I can bring to the community, because a lot of these things are just things that they don't know. So that's what
Okay, so I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm just excited about it because I ain't being petty. I'm petty in real life, but I'm not being petty tonight. This is so needed. Listen, January the 22nd, 2023 at 11 a.m. at AGS they got a multi-purpose center. Just want to let y'all know that right next door to the funeral home. If y'all looking to rent for your next party, just want to shameless plug that at the multi-purpose center, and it's on 2716 West Oakland Park Boulevard in Oakland Park. Now, again, you said about the VA, you said about setting up. Can you give me just a little bit? I know that I think I've read somewhere it was a monthly fee that you pay to have these services, so that your family don't have to worry about you when it's your turn to go, because we all gonna go.
Yeah,
we just don't know when it is.
Yes. So couple different options, but one of the most popular is like the one you said. A lot of things are going to be like a monthly installment, or they are things that you can pay for upfront. I personally have put together packages that are just for my pre-need clients. They are just exclusive packages that's just for them, and I offer different things or take out different things, based on some of the things that I've seen. Once we finalize that, then based on their age, how long they want to pay for it, then it's a monthly installment. So I do have clients that come in and do this that have life insurance already, because they just may have children that they don't think that can handle it, or they want things done a particular way. I also do have a lot of clients that do have underlying health conditions that can't get life insurance, and that's the route that they would take as well. So it is a monthly installment, but it's going to be based on the funeral that we build for them.
And again, this is only for a good shepherd. This cannot go anywhere else. You can't do pre-needs with you and take it anywhere else, right?
So to be quite honest, because I don't like to lie to people, because I feel like honesty is the best policy. So I write for Great Western. I don't particularly write for Good Shepherds. And this is something that funeral homes will not really say, but I tell my clients, because I feel like the best thing is to be honest with them. You can take that pre-need and go anywhere that will accept it. You don't have to stay. You're not stuck. So if you do a pre-need with Good Shepherds and you decide that I'm going to take this pre-need over to Kenya's funeral home, if Kenya is willing to accept what I wrote and honor that package for you at that rate, you could go anywhere. You're not stuck. So a lot of people think sometimes when you lock in a pre-need at a particular funeral home that you're stuck there. That's where you have to go, but that's not true.
Let me just say, a lot of people are told that.
Yeah, a lot of them are told that.
Let's just keep it real. They are told that, and I'm glad that you did that. I like that.
I understand, because it's future business for your business. So who would want to tell somebody that they can take money that they're already kind of counting on and take it somewhere else? But that's not the reason that I write pre-need. I write pre-need just to make sure that my community has something locked in for themselves. Wherever you go, I don't want you to sit at anybody's table and not have something for yourself. So my desire for writing pre-need is a lot different than a lot of other places. I'm doing it for a totally different purpose. If you come back to Good Shepherds, which most of them do, fine. But if you take it and send it at somebody else's table, at least your family has something to present to say, you don't have to do a fish fry for me. I already have this and it's already written out. Will you accept it?
If you want to ride around through the city in a glass truck,
that's what it is.
You got to come on over to look Good Shepherd, because Lord knows I'm riding the truck. I already got it. I want to ride through. I put on for my city in a big truck. You know, like truck around. So, I'm letting y'all know, if y'all want a glass truck, you going over to Good Shepherds. And he got Oakland Park and South Miami. What's that city again?
Florida City.
Florida City. Mm-hmm. I don't go that far in Miami. That I feel like I'm going to another state. But just to let y'all know. So, you know, and I've heard people say, oh, if you do a pre-need here, you're stuck here. So I want to thank you so much for being honest about that, because I've heard that oh, this pre-need is only for that, and you just, a lot of people won't say that. So I want to thank you. So the event again that you're having, it is engaged to help the community. So if y'all don't take nothing else from this tonight, understand that Victoria Sheppard is for the community.
Yeah.
For the community. She's not about, okay, because they're gonna get their coins over there.
I don't have anything against any funeral home. I don't have a preference as to where you go, who's your family funeral home. All I can say is when I came into the industry, there were no other funeral homes that was really going out into the churches. There was no one going out doing seminars. I didn't see anybody promoting pre-need, doing a few of them are doing it, but you really don't see it. So when I kind of came into this lane of doing it, it was just like, okay, so who's going to go out into the community and tell them that the cemetery just rose from $3,500 to $7,000 during the pandemic? Or do they need to find this out when somebody dies and now they come in and they're shocked? So somebody has to go and tell them, because everybody's not keen to coming into the funeral home until they need to come there. So I just figure it would just be me. Let me go and tell them,
And listen, and they need to tell them that Fort Lauderdale off of 19th Street is the only place that only charge extra for headstones, because the same price we pay in Delray for a headstone, y'all pay they have to pay like $3,000 for a headstone in Fort Lauderdale. I'm just keeping it real, because I'm from Delray and we can get a headstone for $500, and that same headstone, same exact headstone, we put it in Fort Lauderdale. They're like, you gotta have a plaque, you gotta have this, and I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah,
cemeteries
offer different things. Like you'll have one cemetery that may say they'll let you pre-need everything, but then you might have another cemetery that will only let you pre-need the space. They won't let you do the opening, the closing, the vault. They won't let you do that because it leaves room for them to have something to charge your family for later. So you learn these things at my seminar because, like I said, they're to educate, just to let you know, hey, this is what's out there. If you want to be buried, go do your plots, because you don't want to wait until the last minute. And now that same spot is $10,000 when you could have got it for $5,000. So I always try to push them to, because like I said, I don't have a, preference to say, hey, you have to come to Good Shepherds. No, of course, we would love to serve your family in your time of need. However, if you take it and you go anywhere, at least you have something in place that was locked in at today's rate. No matter if you pass away 20 years from now, you still have it at what you bought it for today.
Listen, Dwayne, we know you offered the glass truck, and I'm already there. Just let you know, if I go anywhere else, Dwayne, you tap on my husband's shoulder and say, that ain't what she wanted. That ain't what she asked for.
Let me tell you something. I'm glad you made that point. That is something that I now, I won't say why I just became a stickler on it, but there was a situation that happened, and a particular deceased wanted to come to us when they expired, and the family took them somewhere else. I mean, we already knew everything that they wanted, everything. The deceased ended up somewhere else. Of course, it was something that we couldn't fight about. They were in charge. And after that, I started telling people, you better put it in writing. Put it in writing, because that's going to be the only way that it's honored. Everybody that sits at my table with me, they see the attorney after that. So he gives them a free consultation because of them attending my seminars or meeting with me. And when they meet with him, he tells them exactly what they need to make sure that their body goes where they want to go, that everything is carried out the way that they want it to be carried out. So put it in writing.
And listen, let me tell you, about 7 years ago, 8 years ago, I bought 2 plots on 19th Street for $5,000 right next to each other. That ain't like that no more. That ain't like that. I haven't had to buy a plot out there because that's land. But it was 2 plots next to each other for $5,000. I can guarantee you it ain't like that no more. It's going, like she said, it's going up by the minute. Listen, let me just say this. And I know that most of the people on here are from the funeral home, and they're they already know the business, but we don't understand how important it is to get your things in order. Because two things gonna happen: we gonna live and we gonna die. We gonna live. That's why when I saw the flyer, I was like, okay, this is something that's important. We out here rallying cans. We're out here rallying cans, saying, "Hey, help me bury my loved one. Help me bury my loved one. Or help me get my loved one cremated." But we're not planning for it. The same way we planned everything else with the plan for this, so that it is not stressful on our family. Or you may not want to be cremated, but you have to pay them $3,000 to be cremated. Or you may have to go somewhere you don't want to go because they running specials.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they running specials, and you going somewhere you don't want to go, but not with the home going you want. But again, I need everyone. Now it's only 30 spaces, you said, right?
Yeah, so this time, normally I make it open to as many people, but I realized from my last seminar, I had a group of about 30 people. And at that time, I kind of realized, I was like, okay, you know what? This makes it, the smaller groups make it more intimate. It seems like they were very engaged, like asking a whole lot of questions, and they do better than the larger groups. So I said I would start doing the smaller groups because that intimacy, they want to have like a one-on-one with you almost, and whatever it's going to take to get people there. If they're serious, they're going to come, and if they're not, they'll catch me the next time. So I just try to do it the way that I see that best fits the people that we're serving. So I'm going to take 30 people this time, and that's it.
And let me just say this: y'all don't want to go through probate.
No, you don't want to go
Y'all don't want to go through probate. I done did that a couple times. Y'all do not want to go through probate. So basically, now is the time to get with. Now I'm gonna tell you this: I don't know nobody else that's doing this, so I can't say I'm on. I don't know no one else that's holding workshops or seminars. This is what grabs my attention. Like, wow, I've never seen this. Now there may be somebody out there doing it, but they fly don't look like Victoria Sheppard. So y'all contact her to set up to come to the seminar to learn these things. Because I'm telling you, if you don't want to do nothing in life, that you don't want to go through probate.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with you got family and cousins and your brothers and sisters and everybody fighting. Because let me tell you, at death, that's when the true colors come out. Right then.
Yeah.
That's when them true colors come out. Like when brothers and sisters are fighting over land. I learned a long time ago how to do things so that it'll just gradually just roll over. I learned about bona fide deeds and everything a long time ago. So, we didn't have to have this problem, but I have dealt with probate. And that's something that you don't want to have to deal with before. So again, everybody, come on, let me tell you something. Let me send a shout out to Mr. Dwayne A. Sheppard Sr., who is over here moderating this live right here. Come on, sir. That's why he's the businessman of the year. He's moderating. Y'all contact Miss Victoria Sheppard. Now you may be outside of the 30. Now we may be outside of the 30 because I want everybody that's on the live today to do me a favor to share the flyer, not once but twice. When you wake up in the morning, pray and then share the flyer because we want to build this event up. Now you may be outside the 30. But guess what? That'll force her to do another one. Then it'll force her to do another one. And then it'll force her to do another one because she have a line of people waiting. So we pray. My prayer today is that outside of this, that you are doing this, that you just have to start doing it at night.
Oh,
as a part-time job. It's needed. It's needed. And again, you can contact her at 954-909-4821. Miss Victoria Sheppard. That's it. More than one per quarter.
Oh, look, the manager.
That's Jerry. We're gonna need to do more than one. We need to do this once a month. We need to do this once a month so that the community will know. Come on.
Let me tell you, I would do it once a month, right? But the thing is, the reality is, our people, they don't see it as an importance until they need it. Like this is like bottom of the barrel for them. If I told them, hey, don't buy those designer shoes this month, Don't buy them for the next 3 months and come in and bring that $4,000 and let's go over to Sunset and buy a plot. They'll be looking at me like I'm crazy. We don't think about it until we need it. I see that, like, it's so many families that people that are passing away, and you see these people on Facebook. I mean, designer, I mean, chains and money and no life insurance, like nothing. They pass away and it's like nothing. And you know, it's a hurtful thing because you have their parents, like, you know, coming in and they're crying. They're sitting at these tables and crying, having to cremate their sons or having to cremate their daughters or having to make decisions they don't really have to make because like nothing was put up. Or if you don't want to do life insurance, put something somewhere that somebody can get their hands on it to say something. Hey, I have a safe and I have my money put up so my mom has access to this safe if something should ever happen to me. But there's nothing in place until you have those grandmothers that come through those old policies that they put on them when they was a baby. That's what saved them. So but it's like, it shouldn't be really on grandma. It should be just our generation, especially my generation. They just don't see the importance. So I would do it monthly. I don't have a problem with educating them. But it's just getting them to see the importance. It's like pulling teeth, to be honest with you, just to get them to see the importance of it. But when they're not on this side of the fence where we are, it's, you know, it's a little hard to kind of get them to understand like the real need of it. So
listen, you said the word, because let me tell you something. My mama got a policy on me that she still pay $5 a month for Mutual of Omaha. And I told her, I said, listen, with these little $10,000, I want doves, I want a horse and carriage. I told her, I said, you won't make me take you for a lot of there with this. She don't believe that Dwayne Sheppard has a see-through bus or trucks. I gotta show her that. So again, we're gonna make it work. And I think now people are realizing that, you know, back in the day, people thought that the old are dying, but you realizing that the old are burying the young now.
Yeah.
Not even through violence, just in general.
Yeah.
You know, before it was like the old people are leaving here. But listen, Michael Lee, you better say it. Michael Lee said a camo color casket. And everybody better have on camo when they come in, unless you stop them at the door and tell them they weren't invited, they got on camo. God called me home, and if the funeral ain't camo, I can't have it. Y'all just cancel. But I really think that this is a conversation that everyone should be having with their family. I remember when I was growing up, again, I'm from Delray. I remember when I was growing up, my mother went and bought 5 plots out in Delray. And she was able to have these 5 plots for all of us. But as the family members started to pass away, she started giving the policies away and started saying to us, well, you're going to get married and your husband, you can be buried next to your husband. I know, ma'am, I'm going back to Delray.
Yeah.
You know, so the older people thought about stuff like that. The older generation thought about, okay, we have to do this. And me, myself, even to this day, I have insurance on me, my daughter, my husband. I have insurance on him. Even though he has his own life insurance, I need to make sure you got your life insurance. You know, I want to make sure that I'm not sitting to the table and I'm talking to someone, whether it's your firm or someone else's firm, and I'm saying, well, how much is that? Or how can we do this? Or how can we cut this? Or, you know, how do you do this? Or, you know, I don't want to have that worry. And I think the people are now starting to see. So I think that I'm going to speak this today, and I'm going to speak it today. I'm not going to second guess. I think that if we get together and we push it and it get vision in front of people, that people will start to see this is something that's needed, and you're going to be able to do it once a month, because the young people will know that it's time out for us to stop selling fish and chicken wings and fries to bury our loved ones. It said, just like he says, the people my screen way over there.
He said you can trust, who we leave in charge may not do the right thing concerning your final arrangements. We witness this daily. Plan your own things in advance. We are living in desperate times and people need your insurance money. Now, this is true. I tell a lot of my pre-need clients this all the time, that they might have these $100,000 policies, but you have no idea the state of mind your children or whomever may be in. We've seen it, $50,000 policies, and they'll come in crying indigent, pay them $700-800 crying indigent for a cremation, and take them $50,000 and cash in, and nothing you've asked for is done. We've seen it.
And you write that check right then and there too, don't you? And the thing about it is, and they know this now. They know back in the day, you had to wait 20 days for the insurance policy to kick in. Now, the insurance policy, y'all cash that out today.
Well, so this is the thing. So now when they come in these days and they're saying they don't have the money, what they do these days is to kind of play the funeral home, because like nowadays families have learned, I hate to say it that way, but families have learned how to play the funeral home. So they'll come to me and they'll say, can you give me a price or whatever? I'll give them a price. They'll leave me, go to you, or they'll come to me and just lie and say they've been to you and you told them $5,500 because they're trying to see if I'm going to go under that. So they play this game, and then whenever they figure out who's going to give them the best rate, it's not even about the work. It's not even about the work. Whoever's going to give them the best rate. So I'm going to go with you because Kenya said she's going to do it free. So I'm going over to Kenya. She's going to do the funeral for free. And I'm just going to give her whatever she says. Okay, I'll do everything for free. And you just give me this, that, and the other. You're going to give them that. And you'll have somebody front you that. And you'll wait on your insurance money because you don't want the funeral home to know that you have insurance. So you'll wait. But the first thing you're going to ask for is a death certificate. And a lot of them will say, I'm indigent. Family have no money, but they need 10 death certificates. That's the number one light bulb that goes on. Really? But why do you need 10 death certificates? If this person is indigent, has no money, you don't have any money, what do you need 10 death certificates for? So the families have just learned how to play us against each other, and we're unfortunately, the funeral homes are in a thing with each other where it's not like they can come sit at my table. I've referred families other places. If they come in and they say, such and such told me 5,000 and our price might be 8, I'll say, well, mother, I'm sorry, but I think the best thing for you to do is to go where it was 5,000, because here we give quality here. Everything we put out is quality. You don't see any people coming out of our funeral home that aren't up to par. So if that's what you want and you want to pay 5,000, I'm not gonna, take my business down that road to try to even put you down to 5. You're gonna get what you pay for here. So if they told you 5,000 and that's what you can afford, God bless you, mother, and I'm praying for you and your family, because they've learned how to just play us
to manipulate the business, and then they want to give you 5,000, and they want you to release doves and have a backdrop.
And a casket wrap and the mobile truck and the slideshow truck, all in this 5,000. They want you to do.
Oh, I forgot about the slideshow truck.
You got to add that.
Let me call somebody and tell them I want to slide. Adrian, I need you to remember. I need a slideshow truck. And I want to do that.
They want it, and they want it in all of them. And there are firms that will. Now we do have families that. Just say we have a repeat family, and we have a family that we've served in their family a couple times, and they come to us and they say, hey, look, my cousin died and we just don't have it this time. We work with them, so I mean, it's just based on case by case scenario, because there are families that we do work with, but there are a lot of them that just, and it puts you in a state of mind to say, hey, I'm a business owner, and if you feel like I do good work, how else will my business survive if you don't come in and pay my price? If you have something and I want it and you have it, I'm going to pay whatever it is. And that's just what it's going to be, because I'm not going to come into your establishment and say, hey, I need you to, unless there's like a dire need. But like I say, it's always going to be a case by case basis. And that's one of the reasons that I just try to push people, set it up in advance, do your own stuff. And your pre-need doesn't have to be done all at once. I can even break it in halves. Just say if you come in and you want to plan out a $10,000 funeral and you just want to pay on the $5,000 first, and then you want to come back and do another one, you can do that too. Anything over $500, I can write a pre-need for. So you can make it and make it work. just so that you have things in place. So it's always a way to do anything. And that'll prevent you from having to sit at anybody's table and ask for any favors. You can go in, pay their price. You got something and it's in writing.
And y'all have colored obituaries. And
And
you got to have
obituaries.
one obituary per row. You can have all obituaries you need. You ain't got to have one obituary per row, because you know the obituaries.
Yeah,
they set you back. The obituaries be like $1,000. So that way you ain't got to have the paper ones that fold like this, like back in the day when y'all had programs.
People at the church, they'll fight you.
And hardcover stuff. Oh, listen. They be like, this for the family first. This is for the family.
And then
that's my cousin.
I am family. And then they need you to get them 4 programs because they got to go take Pookie and them one. It's epic. It happens every time.
Wait. So Dwayne said you could pre-need just your casket. So I can pre-need my rap for my.
You can pre-need.
Dwayne Sheppard. I'm telling you, I just need security at the door. Because if anybody comes to the service without camo on, they can't come in. The invitation is camo. I'm dead. See, I'm dead. I've told my daughter first. I said, listen, if God happened to call me home, if they don't have on camo, they can't come in. They can't come in. Just at the door. Just right there. Sorry, you ain't invited because you ain't get the memo. So if you know her, you know that she gonna wear camo everywhere she go. So if you don't have on camo and you can't have an obituary to go,
not getting
it. You can't even get an obituary. So I'm joking around, but I'm serious at the same time. Y'all need to really do this because he said it's the fans. Well, listen, Crystal, if you know who make the fans, let me know because I need something for my business. I was gonna inbox her later on about that, but since you brought it up, the fans, I need some of them fans because I need something for my business to give away to the church folks. Listen, all jokes aside, this is really, really needed. I see so many people are leaving here and they don't have the money. I ain't got no more money to give y'all. So to all my family that be calling me, well, you know such and such. I ain't got it. Get you a pre-need. Save that money that you buy these Nikes and all this stuff that you buying that you don't need. You spending. Listen, eyelashes and brows and nails cost almost $200 a month. $200 a visit. Then that's take one of them $100 and put on some insurance. So if for any reason, I had a friend, very good friend of mine, she was just driving to work one morning, got into a fatal car accident, would never think that she'll leave here. Never think she'll leave here. 40 years old. Her objective was to go to work, come home. She had just put on Facebook, I'm taking this food out, so when I get home, I'm going to cook this meal for me and my husband and my kids. Guess what? She didn't make it back home. We don't know the day or the hour. Right. We don't know. Every day I wake up and every day I go to bed and every day in the middle I have to thank God. I be at work like this praying. They're like, why you always praying? Because anything can happen. Yeah. It rained too hard for me. Tornado may knock the building over.
Yeah.
So we don't know the day or the hour. We can't keep planning for our future. We need to plan for today because we don't know. And if we don't have everything in writing, just to think that what if I don't? Because if I don't put it in writing, my husband ain't going to call Dwayne Sheppard because he may not know Dwayne Sheppard.
Right.
You know, he may take me where he took all this.
But he might not know that, so.
He don't know. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to take me where he took everybody else.
Right.
I love him, though. I know no problem with him. I love him and everything because they're good people. But the thing is, they're not going to be able to give me a truck and a slideshow. Well, I don't know because Dwayne is y'all nice. Y'all be letting y'all trucks out. So I can't say what they ain't going to do. They may let them borrow. But at the same time, so we have to stop. And I mean, everybody on the live, and I know everybody that's on the live most likely have pre-needs. I work, so I do have insurance. My husband has insurance. My mother has insurance. I'm covered across the board. I'm not going to say I don't need pre-needs. I probably do need a pre-need so that I can set myself up to have all this fantastic stuff I want to have at my service.
It's easier. The thing is, it's not just like for people that don't have, it's like just say if you want to lock in a funeral at today's rate, the funerals that might be $10,000 a day, we might be at $15,000 or $20,000 by then, but we won't be able to charge your family any additional money for what we promised you. So just say you do have insurance. I have a lot of people that write with me that have insurance, veterans, everything. And it's because when something happens to them, they just want their wife or husband or children to be able to come in and say, hey, my mom had or my wife had a pre-need here. They sign a piece of paper. You meet with Adrian. She just gives you everything that I promised you. And that money is directed back to the funeral home from the trust. Now that's another thing, but that money is given back to the funeral home from the trust, and we proceed. But it makes everything so much easier because they don't have to try to figure out what colors you like. They don't have to try to figure out your camouflage. If you want to be in the glass truck, everything is there. And when they can come in and do that, I've really watched how families are much more relieved when they find out that their family member had a pre-need somewhere and everything was sought out. All they have to do is come in, pick a date, drop off the clothes.
You said, Mrs. Sheppard, your journal?
Oh, yeah. So my journal is one of the things that I created. I'm redoing it now. I should be done with the second version of it soon. But I created a journal, and most of the time I gift it at my seminars and different things of that sort. But it tells you how to plan a funeral from start to finish. Everything you would need to know. There are so many people that die and they have no idea of the mom's maiden name or the dad's maiden name, different things, the mom's social, where was the mom born? There's so many things that kids may not know about their grandparents and vice versa. So I created a journal, and it takes them through the steps of planning a funeral. So at that time, just say someone passes and they do have insurance, you've documented all your life insurance companies and policy numbers and who's the beneficiaries and the values of them. You've documented everybody that you have mortgages with, any land you may own, any trusts you have in place, the attorneys, how to get to them, if you have any lock boxes, if safe deposit boxes, whatever, everything is there. If you tell somebody, listen, if something happens to me, I'm leaving this journal in X, Y, and Z space. If something happens to you, now you don't have to worry about your family tearing up your house because they're trying to find the last piece of mail to find out what insurance you had. They already know who's the policies with. They already know you got Prime America. This is the value and this is the beneficiary. They already know that. So it saves families a lot of time, a lot of energy, especially while they're trying to grieve. Who wants to go to their mom's house and have to tear up the place trying to figure out who got the policy? And then now we find out who has the policy, and now Miss Kenya didn't tell nobody who the beneficiary was, or it was Miss Kenya's husband and he died prior to her, and now we got to be trying to figure this out because she didn't list anybody else after he passed away. She didn't change it, she didn't update it. So, and there's so many people that make the common mistake of getting those policies and putting their minor children as the beneficiaries because you can't use those. So those go to probate too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So listen, drop your link for the journal inside. So I want to ask everybody. So I stream on 8 platforms. I stream on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, 3 different channels. So everybody that's on my live tonight and on the replay, I need you to please do me a favor. Please do me a favor. And I need you to follow Victoria Sheppard. That's one. I need you to check the website at www.vlshep.com to get the journal. You guys don't understand how important this is. I've experienced death in my husband's family back to back to back. I've sat to that table probably more than a normal person have. And the fact of a lot of times they don't know the mother's maiden name of the mother or the complete mother's name, or they don't know everything. And I think that this is so important. So I know she says she's revisiting the journal, but let's buy her out so that when she can go ahead and just do it all over again. Also, everybody under the sound of my voice, if you can please do me another favor, and I need you guys to share the flyer. Share the flyer. The event's July the 22nd. It's just a little over a month away. We want to make sure it's in front of the people. Now, my thing is I need to have more than 30 people so that she can do it again next month. So July, then we're going to August. So then we're gonna max her out. She's gonna be like, I'm tired. Listen, you're tired, but we'll keep you working. because this is something that's very, very important. And I want to say this. Dwayne almost made me cry. I had to catch myself for a second when he said that he's going to donate fans to my business. You don't know, I've been looking for fans for that. I was just actually online before the show looking for fans. So I want to thank y'all so much for doing it. I really appreciate it. We're going to make sure that we're posting this on all of our broadcasts from now until the event. And if you ever make something else that we can go ahead and post for the future, take the date off, let it know coming soon, because we're going to see you again in August. We're going to see you again in August. I'm going to speak it. I know you're saying, Kenya, you look at me like, girl, I'll be busy. The advanced planning, go to advancedplanning.eventbrite.com for the July. This is for July, guys, not August. This is for July. She's not going to do once a quarter. We're going to do every month because this is important. So whatever I can do as a promoter to help you promote this, we're going to jump in and help, because I want to make sure that everyone understands the importance of pre-needs, not just us. There's more than us out here that don't understand it. I know a lot of times be like us. Well, guess what? There's some other people that don't understand it. I may not know. I don't know where to go. So we're going to steer them in the right direction towards the Good Shepherd's Funeral Home, where they're able to get the education and also the journal. That is so important, because there's a lot of times people don't know anything. And especially when their loved one passed, they just don't know. They're like, I don't know their last name. Where they from? I don't know. So now we're pulling teeth to find out, and there's so many things going on. I just want to thank you so much for coming on. I want to thank Dwayne Sheppard, Mr. Dwayne Sheppard, for coming on and being my moderator tonight. Great job. I just want to thank you. Thank you, Jerry Ward, in advance for what you're going to do for me. Adrian, I want to thank you, because you could have thought I was crazy. And she could have been like, girl, I don't know her. Why she is bothering me? And I want to send a shout out to Otis Flowers. Everybody who heard, y'all going to hear it again. Everybody who heard my intro, that is Otis Flowers. He is my producer. He does all of my intros. I just want to say that while I got a bunch of people on, because I love him. But is there anything else you want to tell the people before I let you go? I'm so sorry. I held you 48 minutes. I apologize.
No, you okay. I told you, once you get on here and you go to flowing, it's all good. So we're good. Whatever it takes to educate the people. But I definitely have to thank my team. Let me tell you something. For a funeral home, if you don't have a team like mine, I mean, I'm just telling you, like, my team is like the best. You see, they on here. They are on here. The funeral director, the manager, Mr. Sheppard is the moderator. Like, that's every single event. Nothing that we do, if one does something, that's us. We're definitely like a family. Every family almost that we serve become like a family for us. So anything that I can do to help, I've had several people that have reached out to me in reference to me overlooking policies that they wrote somewhere else. So I am open to doing that, just to see what they have, to make sure that they have the right things in place. So I'm open to it, whatever it is that's going to take for people to be at peace with what they have, knowing that they have something that's right and that's in place, because we have so many people that are also passing away and they think they have a whole life and find out that they had term, and that term is 20 years and you about to term out and you don't have anything else. So, and that's a lot of the older generations. They're paying $10 and $20, but they have no idea that that was just term. And when that's over, nothing is left from that. So I do try to jump in and, where I can and how I can to be able to assist whoever we can. So that's what we do. We're good shepherds, and that's what the name means, good shepherds. And we're just living up to what the name means.
How do I get me a green jacket? I just want a green jacket to take pictures with y'all. Y'all take some real good pictures. I know y'all probably say this girl want to be in everybody's picture.
So let me tell you, the thing is, guess what? Those last pictures that we took, Mr. Sheppard dressed us. And people don't believe that, but he put those outfits together himself. So you have to talk to him. He puts my outfits together a lot of the times as well.
Come on. That's why people be looking like that. That's why they be laid out sleeping. I'm like, how about sleeping?
Yeah, and if the family brings in something and it don't look right, Mr. Sheppard gonna call and say, "Mother, now I know you brought this, but this don't look right. Do you mind if I go to the store and add this or get that?" Or, but they know he's doing it in love, because he's not going to put out anything that does not look right. If it don't look right, he's not doing it. So
Well, see, that's called passion.
Yeah.
That's called passion in what you do. That you want to make sure that number one, it's not going to look crazy on the family. It's going to look crazy on the funeral home. They're going to be like, that funeral home let them leave like that. You know what I mean? That's how we think remotely. And I'm a petty person. That's how petty people think. Be like,
Yeah.
child, they let him go out like that.
Because it's definitely going to be on the funeral home. It would
It's
never
be on the funeral home. It would never be on the family.
When
And
they
you
run
know,
out of programs, it's our fault. They bought
Yeah.
but if they run out, it's the funeral home fault. So everything
not me. I be standing up for y'all. I be like, listen, don't people ask you how many programs you want? They ask you how many 8x10s. They ask you how many 10x17s. They ask you the carbonated paper. So I know because trust me, I done sat behind that desk plenty enough times to know that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I know that, but here it is. The petty at mind and the petty at soul be like, oh child, they ain't getting enough. No, the family ain't buying enough because they ain't want to spend the money on it, and then you ain't family. And they don't tell me you my cousin because you was the cousin, you'd have been at the house. So the real cousins would have been at the house at the lineup when you got the funeral.
Listen, and that's a topic that I'm sure Jerry could touch on, because when I tell you every week with those families, he put in the work. He puts in the work. He does all the organizing of the services, making sure that the families have their clothes in on time, that the churches are booked, that they're being timely with everything that they have to do. And those programs are just something that just whoop him every week. So,
well, maybe I need to get all y'all on here one night and let's just have a funeral home topic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's just throw out there all the things that go on behind the scenes that stress y'all life. I'll be the moderator. That way it won't be like y'all said it. I said it. But I'm just putting it out there. So they won't be like, they were like, did Dwayne know Kenya said it, So I'm already known for being petty. So they won't look at him no type of way. He said, let's do it so we can tell. So here it is. So y'all let me know when y'all want to. We're going to do a Tuesday night, Tuesday night, because I know y'all busy after that. And we can hold 9 people on this here software. Okay. We're going to bring all y'all up and let y'all throw out things that work y'all nerve for the funeral homes. And we're going to be open. Like, listen, keeping it real with Dwayne Sheppard and Good Shepherd's Funeral Home. And y'all throw it out there. How people be getting mad and want to move the body and all that other food. Okay, wait. Lynette, she said, I thought about working for them in Homestead, but I was too late. And Dwayne said, not true. Dwayne, she gonna shout and sing all over the people. Y'all gonna never get out the firm. If you let Lynette be at work there, y'all gonna sing. Watch my video. Lynette gonna sing and praise the Lord and shout.
She need to call us. If she's down in Homestead, she needs to call us.
Yeah, that's why I don't go to their church services. It's too far. I feel like I'm going to Key West.
You said funeral homes have beef with each other, and XLD. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
Well, we're gonna do that on the next show. This show got you right now. So what we're gonna do is Dwayne. Matter of fact, let me check my schedule for next Tuesday night. We're gonna
look.
What? Hold on. Let me check my schedule for next Tuesday night. We can come on. We don't want to miss a beat here. I have to stop the camera to get the calendar. Dwayne, you let me know. You see how I stopped that calendar? Well, that's the wrong way. I got a lot of calendars here. Dwayne, check your family. What month is this? The lights be blinding me, child. Dwayne, check your family and see if you're available for next Tuesday night at 7 p.m. And see if I can bring all y'all back. And it's going to be keeping it real with A Good Shepherd. I got next Tuesday night. I checked all 3 calendars. Be ready, honey. And I'm here for it. I can hold 10 people. So you can get everybody. We can go down from the people at the front counter. We can go all the way down to the front desk. We can go all the way down to the pre-needs planner. We can go all the way down to anything. But right now, we want to just send a shout out to Victoria. This is the July. Let me say this again. This is July. First 30 people to RSVP. You will be booked and go to Eventbrite. Advanced planning at eventbrite.com. Okay. Then for August, we're going to see how many people we got. We can't have more than 30 in July, so we're going to set up August later on. I'll let y'all know about that. So again, y'all be on the lookout because there's a possibility that this going to be a Good Shepherd takeover for this week and next week. Amen, amen, amen. Yes, get it real with A Good Shepherd. Victor, I like this type of character. I'm ready. So this again, I want to be serious. This is for August. This is for July.
See, you keep saying August because you keep trying to push me into August already. This is for July 22nd.
This is for July 22nd. This is for July 22nd. This is for July, y'all. So y'all, now somebody said they need a journal. Yes, I need all y'all to get journals. I need everybody to get a journal because we tired of y'all telling us when y'all get to this table stuff that don't make no sense. So I need y'all to get a journal. Go to www.vlshepp.com. Don't buy one journal, buy 5 of them. Buy 5 and give it away to your family members and say, hey, listen, you need to fill these out so that if something happening, your children ain't looking crazy. Ain't that right? How many journals you got left before you do your new ones? You got quite a few?
I have to see how many I have left. But if it's somebody that want to buy 5, if they inbox me, then I can give them a discount, like if they're buying like 5.
Hey, we ain't doing discounts over here.
I gift them at the seminar.
Oh, well, come to the seminar. You'll get a free one, and bring your family there. You'll get a free one.
You might get a free casket. They come. I mean, I don't know what they might get at the seminar. We give treats at the seminar. It's perks to coming to the seminar.
So if I come to the seminar, will I possibly get a free camo casket? You ain't giving that kind of casket.
Camo now, but you can wrap it.
Okay. Wrap it. It'll be 12 gauge. It's 12 gauge. It's 12.
Oh, look, who been trying to teach you?
I done told you to sit at that table enough. I done sat at that table enough.
Oh, wait.
Oh, it says, please see me at Mount Nebo.
Oh, that's for Mr. Sheppard.
Oh, Mr. Sheppard. Mr. Sheppard, please see them at Mount Nebo. I guess they got a lot of people they need. We're gonna come over there and bring some brochures to Mount Nebo so we can make sure that if y'all have any problems, y'all can contact A Good Shepherd. They have the slideshow. I'm gonna do a commercial. I gotta go. Let me go. I'm gonna do a commercial to put on my radio station. They say I want mahogany. Nah, I want mahogany. I need camo because you can't wrap mahogany. Not the 12 gauge. Yeah, I want whatever you can wrap. Listen, we're on the wrong night. We got to be serious tonight. Next week, join me over here. We're going to talk to Mr. Sheppard, and we're going to have Keeping It Real with the Shepherds, A Good Shepherd's Funeral Home, and we're going to talk about all the things that work their nerves. and y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. But tonight, we're going to talk about the free planning workshop that I need y'all to sign up for. Again, July 22nd, 2023 at 11 a.m. I think I'm out of town that weekend, but I'm going to check one of my 3. So I got 3 calendars. One of my 3 calendars. And if I'm not there, I've got to go ahead and sign up because I got to come in and I can't promote something that I'm not attending. So are you going to have lunch?
I always feed them. I always feed the people.
You gonna have funeral home plates like the egg, the meatballs.
No, don't be big plates. They don't be no big plates because you feed the people, they get sleepy. So you can't feed them too heavy. But this one is gonna be brunch. So this one is a little bit different. So it's probably gonna be like brunch type food.
Okay.
But I always feed them. I always feed them.
All right. So again, we're gonna make sure we promote it here, and I'm gonna make a commercial so that I can put on my radio. I do. Everybody that's tuned in, I have a 24/7 internet gospel radio station. It's 24/7 www.krtgradio.com where you can hear the latest in internet independent gospel music. We're gonna get together and do a commercial for A Good Shepherd. You'll be hearing it here, right here, on all our outlets. Listen, I gotta let you go because it's already 8 o'clock. We done been a whole hour. I gotta let you go, and I gotta make sure I pay the rest of these sponsors because they'll get all touchy and finicky, and I ain't got time to be, you know, letting them know they can go on over there to A Good Shepherd. They don't leave alone. Huh?
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for bringing your whole crew, and I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, good night. Listen, I need y'all to overwhelm her because this is really important. I know y'all know I joke around a lot, but listen, I need you guys to sign up for the free planning workshop. Listen, this is gonna be good. Y'all like, share, and as she said, y'all please join us 11 a.m. Now, when she got me when she said they're gonna have food, I'm already there. I gotta check my calendar to make sure that I'm in town for this because I want to join her. It's at the AGS Multi-Purpose Center at 2716 West Oakland Park Boulevard. I need you guys to RSVP on Eventbrite and just come out and learn from her. Learn what they're going to have. WW Advanced Planning at Eventbrite. I need you guys to join her. Now listen, we want to make sure that this is not something she's doing every quarter. A lot of times people, they do stuff every quarter, and we don't want it to be that way. We want the world to be knowledgeable about pre-needs, okay? This is something that's going to happen. I keep telling you, we're going to live and we're going to die. But listen, I just want to let y'all know, because one of my proud sponsors is Make Travel Your Business. You love to travel and you want to become a travel agent. Y'all listen, y'all call Joe Riley. Joe Riley, he owns his own travel business. As a matter of fact, he's starting right now over on Zoom. It starts at 8 p.m. But I'm going to let him tell you.
If we could show you how to save money on your travel, would that make sense to you? If we could show you how to supplement your income without getting a second or third job, would that make sense to you? If you said yes to any of these questions, become an independent travel agent with Intel Travel and start your home-based business today and turn your dreams into a reality. Call us for more information, 754-267-9329. For your next travel plans, visit our website at josephriley.inteltravel.com/booktravel.cfm.
All right, so again, if you want to become a travel agent, you're looking into coming traveling, you love to travel, and you want to get some perks, because I understand that they got a lot of perks when you become a travel agent, contact Joe Riley, and he'll walk you through the steps. As a matter of fact, there's a Zoom actually started a couple of minutes ago, and he can help you out. Again, I want to thank the Sheppard family for coming on tonight. Dwayne, Victoria, Adrian, listen, everybody who joined in. I'm going to be in connection. Maybe next Tuesday night I'll be on with bringing all of them back. You'll see them all on screen. That way you'll be able to meet everyone of A Good Shepherd's Funeral Home. Listen, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in today. I got to get ready to get out of here. I love y'all, and I thank y'all so much. Don't forget this Thursday night, Keeping It Real in the Gospel. We have a great show with BJ McCoy. A great show. And trust me, you would love to join us on that. I got to get out of here. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, we talk about it. What's going on in the church? Yeah, we talk about it.